Hello, good morning. Here we are. Let me see if I can get that in the background, because that's lovely. We are in Hope. Steve is over there checking if we need to pay in a car park in Hope, because we're going to walk to Hope. We're going to walk from Hope to Castleton and back again. I'm just taking my G7X with me, and Steve's got his camera, and if you get any photos along the way it'd be nice. But this morning we're just out for the walk to help my diabetes and weight control thing, but we're going to be taking some photos. It's a lovely sunny morning and there's lots of mist about, so we're hopeful it's going to be a good one. So let's have a look how we get along, and we'll show you some scenes along the way, and any photos we take obviously we'll put in at the end. Steve, come here. Let me shop. Say hello.
Morning.
Morning. What time did we set off?
I got to your house for about 5:15.
5:15. What time is it now? 6:20?
6.
Yeah. So nice Sunday morning, out for a walk in Derbyshire. Yes. Well, here we are, well on the way now. It's a crisp morning. There's Steve, we've got the sun behind us. We turn round, we get the sun right in our face. But it's a lovely walk. Let me show you this behind. That's where we're heading. Over there. We've just come over the tracks, the railway tracks, and taken a couple of photos. Oh look, I've just noticed that's the cement works here by Steve, the famous cement works in between Hope and Castleton, and it's a beautiful morning, it really is. And oh, there we go. Give me a second. In the distance there is the hump of Mamtor. There it is, look, way off in the distance. We're not going up that today, but we will do on future journeys. So we've just seen a nice potential image up here of a derelict barn. So we're coming off the path with the cows, so let's see if we can get an image of this with the sun coming across it. It looks nice. Just a derelict barn. I'm going to flip the screen round here. How old is that, Steve? And show you what it is that we're walking up to have a look at. Here we go. I'll zoom in a little. There we go. We're steady. We're hoping to get that. We may have made a slight mistake here. We've headed in this direction and we've just come across this sign. We thought it was over this hill, over this wall, but it's all barbed wire and stuff, so instead we're going to go in that direction, like the man said. So we're here and we've got this river scene that you can see over my shoulder. I've just shot that. Steve is taking his life in his hands. He's in the middle of the river and he's trying to get a shot in the other direction. But it's, oh, here we go. Can't miss this. Don't fall. Don't fall, even for the video, you know, for a bit of comic relief. Just saying. Ha!
Oh, it's buggered off now.
You're a better man than me, Gungadin. Were you after that sheep?
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted a right close on its face. Right, this is good.
Always coming back.
Right, that's really dodgy. Right, so I'm thinking right foot, left foot, right foot. Hey! Right. Smooth sailing, that was good.
There we go. Back on dry land.
So.
Here we go. We are now in Castleton and we're going to get a cup of tea and maybe even a bacon butty. There's got to be a cafe in here. Well, in fact I know there is. There's a lovely one. They do lovely bacon sandwiches. So we're going to do that before we continue on the next part of the walk, which will be over the other side of the road and the river, and we'll go back to Hope and see if there are any more photos to take. Here we are. See if I can hold it still for you. Approaching the lovely Castleton. Slightly disappointing. The cafe's not open for another half an hour. And I tell you what, it's weird being in Castleton this time of year and it being this quiet. It's normally heaving. So we've got to pass a little bit of time on before we can get our cup of tea. So we're going to come and sit down on a bench, have a fag, maybe have a wander around, and wait for the Tilly's, it's called. Wait for Tilly's to open and go and get our cup of tea and a bite to eat. But for now, fag time. So we've had our breakfast, and a nice one it was too, in Tilly's.
Tilly's Tea Room.
Tilly's Tea Room in Castleton. Not too expensive at all, lovely quality, and now we're doing the homeward journey, which we're just walking past the, there you go, you can see it in the background. Just shuffle out a bit, Steve. There you go, the visitor centre in Castleton, through the car park, along the path, and we'll be walking back towards Hope. I've done just short of 5,000 steps walking from Hope to Castleton, which it said were about 2 miles. I don't know how accurate that is, but we'll see. And we're going to do, I'm guessing, about the same back, maybe a few more because it goes a bit more of a circuitous route. But yeah, that's where we are, fed and watered, going home. Steve has just seen a shop that he'd like, so we're coming off the path in order to go and have a look at this field, which I'll show you in a minute. Did you say you could get it from there?
Yeah.
Steve, who is back there, reckons he can get the shot he wants from back there. So let me turn the camera around and show you the shot he's after. We keep an eye on the screen and now zoom in because it's that field. Oh, where's it going? That field there. Sorry about that. There you go. There he wants to take a photograph because it's got patterns in it. So back to me, Alex. That's the shot he wants to take. So we've been looking at today not only exposure and the effects of aperture and ISO on photographs, but also framing and composition. So it will be interesting to see what Steve decides to do. We'll put this one up so you can have a look at the final result when he's taken it. Let's see what he decides to do. So at this point we're going to cut in at some point Steve's photo that he took. And Steve, what were your settings? What were your ISO?
100.
For the best quality.
Yep.
And your aperture?
F13.
So we could get a decent depth of field. And what did that make you shutter speed?
An 80th of a second.
Okay, and you were shooting zoomed all the way in, were you?
Zoomed all the way in.
Or almost, I think. You backed up a little bit in order to get the framing right.
Yes.
And
only by literally
a gnat's.
A gnat's breath, yeah.
And so here's the $1 million question. What was it about the shot that caught your eye?
It was the contrasting colours between the swaths and the cut grass, and I just like the way that the angle in slightly, then you can
converging lines.
Yeah.
And the pattern in the field. Stripy, a stripy field.
Yeah, it's a stripy field. But
which is in contrast to all the other fields around it.
Yeah.
So at some point during that conversation we'll have put the image up so you can see what it is we're actually talking about. And yeah, we're getting together now. F-stops are beginning to make sense. We know what they are in relation to depth of field, and the ISO as low as possible, what we can get away with. Shutter speed didn't matter too much because you were on a tripod.
Yeah.
Yes. Right, moving on. We are nearing the end of the walk because, oh God, along this path shortly we'll be going through a couple of fields and ending up at the housing estate in Hope that leads back to the car park. But it's been a smashing walk. We've got some lovely images. Remains to be seen when we get them back on the computer, but we're hopeful, aren't we, pal?
Always hopeful.
Ooh.
Learnt loads again.
Ooh. Bit rocky round this bit. So
thanks to my camera Yoda.
Oh, a stile. Excuse me while I tackle the stile. in Hope. Just been to the shop, got a bottle of water each because we've developed a thirst. A brew might have been better.
Yeah.
But back into the car and homeward bound. But we've had a really nice morning's walk and a bit of a bite to eat and a cuppa from Hope to Castleton and back again. Oh, I wonder how many steps I've done. How does that?
Right.
If you would.
No problems. I bet you've cracked 10,000.
My pedometer says 11,200 and something. There it is. You can see that. Happy with that. That's over 10,000. So, exercising, hobbying, and it's just all round good stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.